I'd like to thank the brother for sharing his his experience, his strength, and his hope just now. And like everything else in life, you gotta learn to listen. You gotta listen to learn. The manifestation of truth is wisdom power. Wisdom power. Manifestation of truth is a great thing. Basically, everything my brother spoke about, and I've been saying this to a lot of people. See, we're not here to try to reinvent the wheel. That's not why we're here. The brother called a lot of great names. Called a lot of great names. Ancestors called. And I too give respect where the respect is due. See, and each and every one of them came within their own realm of truth. Going all the way back to wherever you want to go back to. They had their own experience, their own strength, and their own hope. This is why they lived within their own mathematical order of the day. Let's not go too far back because I don't want to get lost in too much source. Let's just keep it real simple. Let's keep it within the realm of our sphere, or the realm of our truth. Truth came to us, and this is for me. Like the brother, don't beat me up. Truth came to us in a process. In a process. How many, see, a lot of you ain't, I'm 54, power coach. How many of you is 54? Within that? Okay. So now, when I say certain things, you're going to have to either come with some comprehension, some recognition, or some identification. A lot of what the brother said is the one he called Elijah, in all respect, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He wrote a book years ago, How to Eat to Live. How many of y'all heard of that book? Okay. So the body of information in that book can clarify a lot of what the brother was just talking about. Because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in his realm of truth. Now, Elijah was given truth by a man, a man compared to Elijah. Sometimes it depends on who you talk to or who you're listening to. I go for understanding cipher because that body of mathematics says something. So let's just say that Elijah and Farad met or got together within that realm of thought. Now, how many, is enough of you in here that remember when the Muslims, our brothers, Muslims, out of despair and the influence of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and most honorable Master Farad Muhammad used to, when they spoke in process of mathematics, at that time it wasn't mathematics, it was just, let me keep it simple. They used to say, wisdom, knowledge,
word is born,
and underworld.
And understand.
Am I lying on anybody? Is that the truth? Anybody? How many of you know that? Don't raise your hand if you don't know it. Okay. Well, we can talk about the truth now. Wisdom power. How long did it take? How long did it take? Okay. Now, Remember now, it was wisdom, knowledge, and so this was going on for a while. This was going on for a while. And it wasn't until another man came along into the sphere of the reality, into the sphere of the conscious level, and was open-minded enough now. He wasn't no fool. Very open-minded. He was a black seed. So you got to see the realm of the truth came. See, you got to understand it came. Understand wisdom, knowledge. See, it took the half original to sneak in the wilderness of North America. He had to sneak in here. He just didn't walk in this bad boy. Right. They would have killed him right on the border. Wow. So he snuck in here like a thief in the night. And then he went about his business. They say he was a silk trader. He did trade among the people in the communities that he went into. Some of the ghettos that he visited early in his history. And he planted seeds, little seeds here and there. It was this way that the truth was allowed to even begin its journey from the 30s all the way up to the 60s. Now, for a number of years, there was, within that sphere, that circle, it was confined knowledge. Knowledge was very confined. There wasn't much getting out in the street. Because remember, he taught in houses, went to people's apartments. So because of that process, they kind of kept that process going. The houses got a little bigger. The gatherings got a little bigger. They called the house, instead of calling them apartments, they started calling them what? Mosques.
Temple.
The gatherings got a little bigger. But the confinement of the knowledge was what was going on. And at that time, that was good for what was... See, what worked yesterday might not work today. Right. This is why mathematics travels in a process order. Because what was good for them yesterday might not be good for us today. We got to keep that in mind. So where I'm getting to is, lo and behold, because the brother spoke about great men. I think he said Marcus Garvey, a whole lot of others. There's one name I didn't hear.
Father Allah.
One name I didn't hear. That's Allah. That's Allah. See, and I don't care who's here, who like it or who don't like it. It wasn't until that black seed, went into that mosque and allowed himself the experience of learning to listen and listening to learn. You think made that man so swift? Huh? He just popped up overnight like that. The man was, like the brother said, wasn't no intellect. I mean, in the sense of the word that the realm of society would call it. That's why they had to take him to Matterhorn. They couldn't figure out how this ghetto-like guy could just go at them the way he was going at them. Father had a saying that he used to speak out to the brothers. And he used to say this to them when they used to come and visit him on the mountain. He said, son, all I want them to do is ask you questions. Man, that's the most greatest thing you could have. Look at the 120. The 120 is full with number of questions and answers. Remember when we was drilling ourselves? Boy, it was a proud thing to be able to learn the question, who's the original man? You had to learn that first. Who's the original man? You drilled yourself on that, and then you went to the answer. The original man is the Asiatic black man, Mecca, the only female planet the father. God. It was power. It was greatness in doing those cake. What do they call them? Cadence? Huh? That what they call it? Cadence? When you're able to just. There was pride in that. That's true. There was power in that. It gave you a feeling of greatness. Because once you were able to recite these things to yourself, you then felt qualified to share this knowledge. It ain't so much the foods we eating today as the things that we're not teaching. The reason that the planet is going through the chaos that it's going through right now, another thing the Father used to teach us, and this is something he used to do as a man, he always kept up with the daily events. There was a time when the Father used to teach the brothers through the daily news, through the papers. He would go into the paper and see something, and he started drilling the brothers on what he was reading from the paper. And then he'd draw it up through the knowledge and bring it out through the lessons. That's how he used to deal with his youngsters. Through the daily events. It's important to keep up with the daily events because the daily events is the order of the what? Day. Why do you think it was so important for us before we came out into the streets to know what the physical element was holding for us? In other words, we had to know the day's day.